Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is day 2 of decorating for Christmas. So I split up the lights for the rooms that I wanted them in, and then my husband Chad puts them all up, and then he ends up putting some lights outside the house too. But I'm just going through and kind of showing you where I kind of have an idea about where I want them. The house is still not completely how we want it. Like, I haven't completely put up all decorations and stuff, but we needed to take care of trash. We needed to get caught up on dishes and all of that fun stuff. Plus the kids want to play and have fun and stuff too. So we're taking our time and just putting up stuff as we go. So there'll probably be another video to finish the Christmas decor. But yeah, the house is starting to look very festive. And these are all the lights I had that were for outside, and those are like the little decorations for outside. We didn't do all of the lights just because we're trying to keep our electricity and all that lower, but this is a cool vintage hat I found at the thrift store. Put it up for decoration. And this is a cool shirt that I got last year thrifting for $1, and I was super excited. Definitely tight with the baby bump, but I'm glad I got a bigger size. So it's going to fit for this pregnancy and this season. So a lot of the lights that we had went out last year. So at the end of Christmas, we went when it was like 75 or 90% off clearance, and we got the train set, and we got the red lights, that poinsettia blow up arrangement for outside, and then we've got this cool light that kind of like displays on the house, and then these like bush red lights. All of them for like a couple dollars each. So we were really excited to put those up, and I just decided, let's do red lights for our Christmas tree this year. We kind of go back and forth, like doing the white traditional lights. We've done the colored lights on them before, and I've done red lights before. But yeah, and I think we've done blue before too. Blue is Chad's favorite. He likes to do blue outside, but all of those lights were broken, probably because they've been outside the last few years when we decorate with them. So maybe if we have some extra money at the end of this season, like when things go on clearance, maybe we can find some then for next year. But most of the lights that we got last year on clearance were red, so that's like our theme this year. Yes. This is a really cool star. It has like the cool lights up the ceiling. I got it at Meijer like a few years back, and then the old one we had was just gold, and it didn't have the fun color and all that, but we used it for the kids' white Christmas tree up in the playroom that I showed in the last video. So I helped Chad move over the dresser, and then he moved our toy chest over here. I had that idea because I wanted to screw along the stockings, and I just wanted more space in the living room because the tree takes up quite a bit. And we brought this ottoman from the guest house back up here for the winter. So moving that chest, we were able to put the ottoman over here. So we still have extra seating and extra storage in it for blankets and stuff. But now it's not in the center of the room. And we have more floor space. Then the vacuum wasn't vacuuming up the pine needles. It was more like spreading them around. Vivian actually ended up getting that unclogged. She's like a genius. I love her. She likes that kind of stuff, like taking apart stuff and cleaning it, and I don't know. So Chad brought the shop vac in, and he got all the pine needles and stuff up. So yeah, we're just kind of clearing a space, watching Home Alone, But yeah, we've got some decorations we've had through the years. Like I said, some we purged before we moved to Maine. And then some we purged just recently, not a lot, but when we thought we were gonna move or whatever, there was like just we purged all throughout all of our stuff, like all the seasons and stuff. But Christmas is like definitely the kids' favorite holiday. It's Chad's favorite holiday. I love Christmas too. It's up there. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like decorating for everything, but and this is just a regular blanket I got from a thrift store in Michigan a few years back, and we've used it for a tree skirt the last couple years. I think it works pretty nice. He's laughing. I don't even remember what I said, but something smart. But and then we were putting the garland up, and we just did like an S pattern because our lights and our garland were like limited. We had 2 strands of each, and it's a 10-foot tree. We got this tree. I don't know if you've seen in the footage before you put the tree skirt on. It's pretty janky. He had to screw in some shelving, like L brackets because it didn't come with the whole bottom. I got it from a Habitat from Humanity in Indiana when we lived in Michigan. And I didn't know only part of the lights work and all that, but we've made it work for the last couple of years. So I got this out. This was Veda's specialty ornament, but I said Vivian instead of Veda. So he showed Vivian and she's like, Mom, really? That's not mine. That says Veda. And I was like, yep, pregnancy brain. It's cool. So we put all of their special ornaments, like the girls' were from Bronner's, which it's in Frankenmuth in Michigan, and they have a Christmas store. It's really cool. That's where Chad proposed to me, was in Frankenmuth. It's got like a Bavarian vibe. There's a lot of there's like a little German village and stuff. It's a really cool place. But yeah, so we used to go there like once a year when we lived in Michigan for like vacations, not even in wintertime. Sometimes it was summer. And we'd get specialty ornaments from that Christmas store. So we put all those higher up, where the pets and Conrad can't get to them as often. So, and then I let the kids do a lot of their like homemade ornaments and their personal ornaments for the rest of the tree. I know some of the Christmas decorating videos I've noticed, like influencers and stuff on YouTube, a lot of them do all the decorating themselves, and it's like a surprise for the kids. I guess I've done like certain rooms and stuff, I've done that and surprise the kids a little bit, but they like being a part of it. Like they get way excited. And me being like 7 months pregnant right now, I'm just like, cool, yeah, go ahead. And I don't know, ornaments and stuff, like them cluttered up in certain spots or having like bare spots on the tree, it does get to me, and I'll go back sometimes and like kind of rearrange a little bit. But I've tried to like just be more chill about it and let the kids enjoy it. Within reason. Like I don't want them like fighting with each other about the ornaments and stuff or knocking each other down. But yeah, I try to be like just show that one's Vivian's real ornament, her first Christmas. So he's putting it up there next to Veda's. We just kind of asked him where they wanted it, and then he put it up there for them. But yeah, like through the years, I've gone through little themes here and there with like doing more white and natural decor, doing more traditional white or gold and white lights, and then other years doing more like old style, traditional, where green and reds and stuff and multicolors. So we have a little bit of all because when I go through my other like phases and stuff, I don't completely like get rid of all the decor, because some of the stuff the kids really have like an attachment to or whatever. But our house is so much bigger this year, with finished rooms and stuff. We're able to kind of like coordinate each room with each kind of little style. So the living room's more traditional, red, greens, and but then there's other like vintagey looking decor that we have like in the Christmas or the kitchen. And then in the foyer we have like that pink and more vibrant color scheme going on. And these ones that Chad's putting in, I just got this year. And I think there was like 8 or so of them. And they were those like really cool, like they're beaded. And they have like pink flowers in them. But they have the greens and the white. And I thought it would just add a little brightness to the green tree with the red lights and stuff. And kind of tie in a little bit of that front room where there's a little more pink into the Christmas decor. I used to do more like themey trees before we had the kids. And then like, I don't know, you just become mom mode and you start getting all these homemade ornaments and just ornaments gifted to each other and stuff. And it just becomes more of like wanting like your family's homemade stuff, and I don't know, less of a need to be like themey about it. But yeah, so we got a few of these stockings last year when they were on clearance at the thrift store. So some of them are like decent quality. But yeah, we put all the stockings up and we did them in like our age order. And then the last 2 are for our dog and cat. And we tried doing it so it was centered to where you're sitting in the living room and you can see all of them. But our pets are a little bit further, and Chad's like, we got to put them a little closer together than we did the other ones. And I said, yeah, that's fine. And we were kind of laughing about it too, because Aqua, our cat, is like always like on top of our dog Kingston. Like if Kingston's in his kennel, he's like right outside or like on top of the kennel, just kind of like putting it in his face like, I'm out, you're not. Or he just kind of messes with him a lot. So we're like, I don't know, kind of laughing about that. So we took down those big decorative pieces and put up these little Christmas ornament, or not ornament, but you know, Christmas decor canvases. And then in our room, I told Chad, like, let's put a light up and do it in the window so that like you can see it from the outside, but we don't have to actually stream them outside, and we get the decorative glow from both in and out. That was him piecing out, because I told him to get like a video of the outside to see what it would look like, and so he snuck that on my phone. It was funny, so I added it. Yeah, so now we're gonna clear off these wall shelves so we can put up a little bit of Christmas decor in our room. And I just got like, well, I showed in that picture or that video before some of my gold items and some of my more like natural wood tone stuff. And yeah, so just kept it kind of simple, and then put the rest of our Christmas t-shirts and pajamas away. Then I realized that there was incense from the incense holder and it was filthy, so I cleaned that up. It was like, ew. But satisfying. And yeah, that's just a Christmas card. I cut the front of the Christmas card and put it in a frame. I was just testing it out to see if I like that there. It's not bad, but I really wanted my nativity candle holder up there. And I was trying to see if maybe I wanted it in the bathroom. And I was like, well, I think I want the angel in the bathroom, the candle holder. So I liked that better. And then I put those in the bathroom to organize later. It's kind of a mess right now, but the kids have been liking using the soaking tub, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. Putting some jewelry away. That little bracelet Veda made me. So now I was putting away our travel, like backpack and stuff, and then I'm just gonna make the bed real quick. Pregnancy. It's a struggle sometimes, just even seeing myself on camera. I'm like, oh yeah, definitely pregnant. But it's real life, so I don't know, like I've always felt, at least with my first 2 pregnancies, I always felt like the most beautiful I've ever felt. And then there it is. So pretty. And Chad's taking care of the trash. And then he's gonna put in this really cool light bulb for our bathroom. We did this last year. I've had this light bulb for like a few years, but I used it in my greenhouse in Michigan at our last house, and I loved it. And then we used it for winter time last year, but yeah. But I don't know, the pregnancy thing, like I do have my days where I feel good, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just like older now, or I just have more kids to take care of, and we're always, I don't know, in like a fixer-upper situation. Although the house is more finished now, so I don't know. Definitely getting my feels some days, but I am super excited about having Juniper. So yeah, just getting this trash picked up. It was bugging me. But I also thought it would be nice to watch it get cleared up too on camera. So I waited until the next day when we were putting lights up to do it. And then the girls came in, they were playing out in the snow. We got snow. It started snowing Thanksgiving night. So as we were putting up Christmas decorations, it was like a cool, wintry feel. But they were getting wood for Chad. Because I think they emptied it out to go sledding, and Chad's like, I just loaded all that. And so they loaded it, but then they also brought it in and unloaded it for him. So he was like, well, that's cool. I guess that's like a good perk about having older kids. They're starting to get to the age where like they help out a lot more than they used to. So even though we're adding more children to our family, our older ones are really stepping up in different milestones. So it's a balancing act. But so I told Chad I wanted to put the garland up here where we kind of need a second little piece of trim. And I did the same thing in the dining room. I had him put it where like we were missing trim. It kind of covers up that little spot there. But I also thought it would just kind of elevate and bring like extend the tree vibe all through the living room. Because I only had the 2 pieces of garland that we also got on clearance last year. So this was our first year using it, and I loved it. It looked amazing. And we didn't have a lot of command strips, and we ran out of push pins. So we started getting creative, and I knew he had to use screws for some of it. So that's also why I had him put it in spots that I knew we needed to like add smaller finishing trim to, and eventually anyway. And we used duct tape for one of the windows in the living room. I think the next window that he does. I was like, what if we use some duct tape? And it holds up really well, because we wanted it in the window to where you could see it from outside still. So, and we just used push pins for that. But I thought it added a little more color over there. And Veda was all excited about the duct tape and the lights, so she was like trying to help him. We were watching Christmas with the Cranks. I think that was another one. I don't know, what kind of Christmas movies do you guys like? I feel like we have a decent collection of Christmas movies. But I'm always up for new ones if you guys have any suggestions, anybody watching. But yeah, there's the duct tape. And it worked for this window. They're still up, but we did it for the slider in our kitchen and it fell down twice. We re-duct taped stuff, fell down again. So we've got to figure something out over there. But this is the dining room, and he got all of those fall totes out, and we got the rest of the Christmas totes out the next day. But he was getting tired, and I don't blame him. Like, normally I'd be more of help during this, but I was tired. And then the kids were playing. It was funny because Vivian was trying to make castles, and he just kept taking them and wanting to clean. So I got that. We were laughing about it. So yeah, Chad put that up where we need trim. And then Conrad kept taking ornaments down because he's like, oh, this is my first Christmas I can walk. This is cool. And so Vivian and I were telling him, oh, you put it back. And he would actually put them back. He like shoved it on the tree a couple times. And then Chad was asking me questions of like where I wanted stuff. So like I said, he was getting ready to be done. He'd gone outside and did lights too, so he's like, why am I doing this? I had to get that on camera. I told him to. He's like, I just need a break. I'm sure it's like hard on the arms too, like putting up stuff that high, and screwing stuff in. Command hooks probably would have been a lot better, but it just wasn't in our budget. So we were making it happen. Everybody was getting crazy though. Like Conrad's face. Oh, he's giving his sister kisses. So cute. But yeah, he wanted to chill, and like, I don't blame him. I ended up putting Conrad to bed shortly after that too, because it was getting close to his bedtime. And then Chad was like, we have way more string of lights here. And I said, well, that's cool because we can just keep it going along. And this is the duct tape we did, but it fell down. So we have to figure out something else. But I said, we can just keep it going along the wall where we don't have the trim, because those screw holes aren't going to mess anything up. And then our plug-in is actually over under the cabinet by the island. I've said it in a couple of videos. He's got to put a few more electrical outlets in the dining room for my hair station, because we have the new spot, which is like directly behind him now. And then over in this corner, because I have the dining room little buffet there, it'd just be nice to have plugins over there if I want to do like candles or diffusers or anything like that. But yeah, this plug-in here is like all we got for extra stuff right now, so it worked out. And then I was like, well, there's still plenty of extra. Maybe we should go through the top and then just have it come down. And then I was like, oh, that's that vase I was looking for. I forgot I used it for decor up there, so I can use it for my bedroom. And then I had him put that cookie canister up there to help hold the lights a little bit better. But in the next video, I'm going to do a little more decorating and cleaning, so you'll probably be able to see how I finish off all this in that. But now it's time for the train. The toy train we got last year. We still don't have the batteries. It calls for like C batteries, I think. And we got it after Christmas last year, so they got it out just to like put it together. But we ended up putting it away shortly after that because we put all of our Christmas stuff away. and we were getting back to like finishing off the house and drywalling, and I just didn't want to have any of the Christmas stuff out while we were doing that. So this is technically like our first year having it out. So we still have to get batteries, but the kids enjoyed putting it together. There was a piece though that he like wasn't sure about. So him and Vivian were like figuring that out. And Conrad kept coming over and taking pieces. Just to be a little turd. I love it. Yeah, he wasn't horrible with the ornaments. He definitely is enjoying it. But he's not as bad as he could be, I guess, for being 1.5. But yeah, he got taking them. But man, all the lights definitely have made it feel super Christmassy. The kids are super pumped. And I'm happy to have the extra totes out of the house so we can get back to the cleaning and stuff. But I'm super happy for the holidays and all of that. It's funny to watch him crawl like on the sped up videos. That's his little Noah's Ark wooden toy. He loves that thing. But yeah, I hope you all have a blessed night, and I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving, and I will see you next time. Enjoy the last little bit here, and we took a little video of the outside with some of the lights so you can see that. Hope this inspires you to enjoy the decorating with your babies and your children and just take in this time with your family. And I hope you have a safe and fun holiday. Click like and subscribe, and you can see the rest of the Christmas decorating in the next one. Bye.